Good morning, team. Welcome to another Pilates workout. This is going to be an intermediate style workout. So if you are in your first phases in the postnatal period, then you should go ahead and check out my postnatal program, and I'm going to drop the link below because you really don't want to damage any diastasis recti if you have any, or any other aches and pains in your body. You're still in the rehab phase. So you're going to need a little ball for this workout. If you don't have one of these, grab your children's ball, or just grab something that you can just squeeze between your legs and hold over your head. We're just going to be doing some beautiful work in the inner thighs and the core today, and it's going to feel great. But don't let that deter you if you don't have your ball. So let's get moving. All right, so just standing with your feet together, a nice little bend in those legs, shoulders back and down, nice Pilates posture, hands on belly. I just want you to breathe in and out. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Find your center. Feel the air go into your hands. Let go of anything you're holding on to. You can make a sound if you like. Just let whatever you need to come out. One more breath here. And just shake everything out. Go ahead and grab hold of your ball. Lifting that ball up overhead, hands together, squeezing that ball nice and tight, shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, reach over, bending to one side. And back to center, inhale, exhale, squeezing the ball, reaching over to one side. Reach, 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 pull on those fingers, inhale, return. One more each side. This time really focus on pulling those shoulders back and down and reaching with your fingertips. Feeling that bend in the side of your waist. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. And back up. Crossing those legs over, you're just gonna come down onto your mat. Placing the ball to one side, you're gonna place one hand over. So you're just gonna grab hold of your wrist of your right hand in a nice little tucked ball phase. We're gonna inhale, do some roll backs. So inhale, you're gonna come back. Exhale, come up. Try and hold your roll up nice and here in that nice tucked ball position. And again, exhale, up, hold. Inhale, feel that nice onto your spine. And let's go for one more. Nice work. And just stretching those legs out in front of you, grabbing hold of that ball. You can point your feet for this one. You're gonna grab, I want you to inhale, prepare, exhale, pull the belly button down. We're gonna go all the way down into our roll backs, bringing that ball with us all the way overhead. Reach, 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 reach. So this time you've got the ball starting from overhead. I want you to pull forward with the ball. So starting with the ball, then tuck in your chin, and then upper back, vertebrae by vertebrae, just coming up. This is a nice, slow and controlled movement. Middle back, lower back, and coming over those hips, reaching forward as much as you can with that ball. Point the toes, reach, 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 and reverse the movement. So pulling back through the belly button and slowly pulling back down onto your mat. Just bit by bit. Nice and slow, lower that head, reach the arms, pull the shoulders back and down. So there's a nice push, pull, and again, one more. Reaching, 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 reaching. This is really important that this is nice and controlled because we're just warming up the spine at this point. We're not doing anything crazy. Point the toes, reach forward with that ball. Go, go, go. And back in. I want you to finish all the way down onto your mat. So coming into that nice C-curve position. And reaching up overhead here. Perfect. And then placing that ball to one side, I just want you to come up onto your elbows, shoulders back and down, palms facing the mat. Inhale, prepare your T-zone. Exhale, lift the right leg up, pointing that toe. We're going to do some single leg circles. So in fact, I want you to just externally rotate that foot slightly and then come down and all the way up. Exhale, down and up. So only go as far as you can without moving your hips. For this one, you want your core to be nice and switched on, and other side. So for one way, for the other. So no movement of the hips. The pelvis is not rocking, and you're only going as far as you can. 4, reach, 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 and back down. Other side, left leg comes up, externally rotate that foot slightly. Inhale, prepare, exhale, down and up. You might feel your quads switch on for this one, very normal. Let's think about that pelvis not rocking. Let's think about that, those shoulders in nice alignment. And other side. So really nice and controlled. That's what we're focusing on today. 3, 1 more, 4, reach up and release that foot back down. Pointing those toes, I want you to come up onto your hands so they're just underneath your shoulders here. Pull the shoulders back and down. Inhale, prepare your T-zone. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. You can bring that head back slightly. Hold for a few breaths into your reverse plank. And back down. Prepare again. Inhale, prepare. Belly out. Exhale, lift your pelvic floor, lift. Turn on those TA muscles. And back down. We're going to go for one more here. Exhale. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And in. Really nice work. Grab hold off your ball. I want you to come onto your side. Your knee is going to be in line with this hand right here. So your right hand in line with your right knee. Your hand is directly underneath your shoulder. And you're going to lift that arm up underneath, overhead. Inhale, prepare, exhale. Core switches on, you're going to thread the needle. Looking back at that ball. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Think about pulling those ribs down towards your hips. So really switching on that core muscle. Let's go for one more here. And release. From this position, just place that ball down onto your front. You can come up into a nice side plank if that's possible. If not, I want you to do a modified side plank on your knees. You can reach that arm up overhead and hold for a few breaths here. So really think about these hips here. I want you to squeeze and lift them up, up, up. Breathe. And bringing yourself down to your knees. Go ahead and place that mini ball in between your knees. Readjust yourself so you're in a nice alignment. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, your feet are together and you're going to squeeze that ball, switching on that core. Inhale, release. My heels are together. Exhale. Lifting the pelvic floor slightly, ribs coming towards the hips. Inhale, release the ball, keep the feet together. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the knees together. So although this looks like a really small movement, you can actually make it a really powerful one by switching everything on properly, pulling those ribs down towards those hips. Really thinking about your core. One more here. And release. Allowing yourself to come back down onto the mat. Keeping that ball in between your legs here. Feet nice and flat. We're going to inhale, belly comes out. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under slightly, placing that low back into your mat. Squeeze the glutes and vertebrae by vertebrae come up, squeezing onto that ball as you come up into your bridge. and back down. Reversing the movement slowly, one by one. Release. Exhale, tuck under. Press that low back into the mat. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the ball. Think ribs to hips and really hold at the top there for a second or so before returning back down. Really nice work, guys. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Squeeze onto that ball, getting that inner thigh squeeze. Press your big toes into the mat to really switch on those inner thighs. And slowly come back down. One more here. Up, up, up. And release back down. Nice work. Let's go ahead and coming back up, swifting down onto the other side. This time, let's start off with the ball in between our legs here. Hand underneath your shoulder and bringing yourself up, making sure that shoulder is back and down into that nice alignment. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, ribs to hips. Lift the pelvic floor just slightly. Squeeze onto that ball. Inhale, release. You can lift that arm up if you want to have a nice stretch. Exhale. So I'm really switching on my T-zone. I'm really switching on that core. Audible exhale to really feel the air come out and feel what's happening with my abdominals. Nice work. Two more here. One more. And release, grabbing hold of that ball, staying in this nice alignment. Inhale, exhale, thread that needle. Inhale. Reach, 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 reach. Squeezing up. Last one. And then placing that ball to one side, coming up if you like into your side plank. If you want, you can readjust. Holding here, lifting up this side of the waist and breathing through it. Really grabbing onto that floor there. And release back down. Nice work. You can come just onto your knees here, picking up that ball, and like we did in the beginning, just having a nice little side bend to the left and to the right, to the left and right. Perfect. All right, coming on to your all fours here, I want you to place that ball in between your legs. Squeeze it just slightly, just so that you've got those inner thighs switched on here. Shoulders back and down, you're in a nice tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna lift this right leg pointed and you're gonna bring it to the outside of your mat. As you do so, you're gonna bring your right shoulder down towards your right hip and just feel that nice stretch there. And back into center. Inhale, prepare, exhale. It's like a little windscreen wiper. Release. Two more. Exhale. So think about that right shoulder pulling down towards your right hip. Bring it as far as you can, so just getting that little bit of rotation work there. And back in. Let's go for the other side. So pointing that toe, reaching that left shoulder to your left waist and back in. So nothing is moving here, it's just that windscreen wiper leg and that pull from my shoulder. Two more. Last one. and release. Taking that ball and placing it behind your right knee. So just your right knee in between your hamstring and your knee there. In that tabletop position, inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift up into a nice fire hydrant and back down. So only go as far as you can without your hips turning up. So you're squeezing and lifting, inhale, back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift, inhale, back down. You're also squeezing that ball from behind, making sure you're getting it nice and tight there. Opening up that hip. Switching on your TA muscle. Ribs to hips. Let's go for one more and then I want you to hold it up. So one more and then this one, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. So lift with that knee, lift, 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 lift. And release back down. From this position here, inhale, belly out, exhale, lift up. Trying not to get that into your lower back. So you do not want your lower back arching. So only lift that knee up as far as you can without that happening. Nice and slow again, nice and controlled. Squeezing the glute, lifting up, and not sagging through your torso either. Nice work. 5. That's it. We've got 2 more. 1 more. You know it, up and hold. Let's go up and hold. Hold, hold, hold. And from here I just want you to pulse. Little tiny movement, really small, squeezing that glute. From this position, keep it up and hold it, keep that torso up, flex that foot. And then you're just gonna bring that knee in towards your bum and back out. So it's again a really small movement. Support your upper body. Squeezing, getting that hamstring squeeze in. That's it. 1 more. Squeeze, 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 and release back down. Let's go ahead and switch that over to the other side. So it comes behind your knee, squeeze that ball, find your nice alignment. That's it, ladies. Inhale, prepare, exhale, lift up. Remembering to only go as far as you can without wobbling those hips. So really think about the control of your body, the awareness, where your muscles are sitting, what muscles you should be working, where you should be feeling it. The breath, the alignment, because all of these things are gonna get your body nice and solid. It's gonna feel good. Let's go for 1 more here. 1. And then lift up and hold. So lift up that knee, up, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release back down. Shake it out if you need to. I certainly do. And then going into those donkey kicks. So think about your torso. Lift up with your torso, reaching those ribs towards your hips. Pointing that toe. That's it. Head down, eye gaze is on the mat. There you go. 1 more. Up and hold. Hold it up there. Hold, hold, hold. Point that toe. Reach through the hands. And then give me some pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flex that foot. Squeeze in and out. That's it. Tiny movement. The tiniest movements that make the most progress. Last one. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Release. Open up those knees. Release that ball. You can place your hands on it and just reach back with the hips. Reach forward with the ball. breathe. And then just coming onto your front. So we want to lay our chest nicely down towards the mat. Forehead down, arms just by your side. Your legs are doing nothing at this point. I just want you to inhale, prepare your T-zone, exhale, push, and lift the body up. So just a very small movement, lifting that chest up, feeling the stretch through your upper back. Now if you want to, you have the option to go all the way up, press up if that feels good, and if you aren't in your early postnatal stages. And release back down. Bringing that ball, reaching it behind you and reaching those arms up so your chest is slightly off the mat. So make sure your ribs are coming down towards your hips. I want you to flex the feet, keep the heels together, and we're going to inhale, prepare, exhale, beat those legs. So we're going to beat the legs for about, inhale, beat the legs for 5 beats, exhale, beat the legs for 5 beats. 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeezing those glutes, reaching with the heels, beating those legs, keeping that upper body off the ground, eyes down towards your mat. Beat those legs, flex the feet, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Ribs to hips. Last one. And release. Have a little neck stretch here, looking to your right and then to your left. Then reaching the chest up, back down, to your left, to your right, reaching up, back down. Now make sure you have enough room for your next one. You're going to reach that ball up overhead. I want you to squeeze your palms together onto that ball. Inhale, prepare, exhale, squeeze and lift your chest off the ground. With your legs, you're going to point your toes, squeeze your glutes, and give me some freestyle legs. So just kicking up and down. Again, your pelvis should not be rocking, so only kick as far as you can. Reach through the toes, reach through the fingers, holding on to that ball. Three, 2, 1. Release back down. Really nice work here. You can go ahead and lift back up into your cat-cow. So inhale, pushing the bum back, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, looking down towards your belly button. Inhale, release. Look up, exhale. One more. And come back to that neutral stance. Curl the toes under. Lift the bum and the heels up, pressing the bum and the hips up, pressing the heels down. Push into your hands. And from here you can just bend your right leg and then your left, doing whatever feels good. This is your final stretch. Nice work. Breathing through the movement. Lift, 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 lift. And slowly lower your knees back down. You can come over, stretching back into your child's pose, reaching your hands to the right. Feeling that bend in your side like we started. And then moving over towards the left. Breathing. And slowly coming up to where we finished. Finding your center. Bringing those shoulders back and down, hands on your belly. Inhale for 4, exhale for 8. 4, exhale. Drop your chin to your chest. Exhale.
Reason to believe we don't have to stay here. We could always
One more. And release.
and I don't know where you're at now. Seems to me the door's
So there you have it, guys. That was an intermediate workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if that one was too hard for you, then you need to go back to the more basic exercises so that you can really rebuild your core so that you can finish nice and strong. I'll go ahead and place the link below to a section where you can go ahead and squiz about. Thank you again. You were wonderful. Go ahead and have a lovely day.
we don't have to stay here. We could always leave.